you hear hip hop all the time from music artists, but you never get the DJ's point of view. So
right, which is the first element of hip hop, by the way.
So first, I wanted to ask, how long have you been a DJ?
Professionally since '97, meaning I was, to me, professionally meaning this was it turned into a career in '97. Like I didn't do anything else as far as I didn't have another job. Like spinning was my job. That's how I fed my family. Even though my son was 2 at the time, but that's what I did. So like '97, I kind of started as soon as I graduated out of high school practicing in '92. And real quick, I had my uncle by marriage cousin lived around the block from me in Philly, and I didn't know he lived around the block. He was on the radio. His name was Bruiser, and big salute to his partner E.C. LaRock, who passed away. But they used to be on WDAS like midnight to 5. He used to kill it. I didn't know he lived around the corner, so my uncle took me over there. I just always wanted to go over there, right? So I kept going over there. He was making me tapes. I just watched them. One day he could make me a tape. He's like, you know where the record's at? And I knew it's this one record in particular, Master Ace, Children Go Where I Send Thee, which was a B-side to like Me and the Biz. I didn't have the record, never heard it before, but that was my favorite record. So every tape he made had that on it. He couldn't make the tape one day. He said, you know what the record is, you do it. Once I touched those turntables, it was over. I ain't gonna do nothing else.
At what point did you rock like your first party to where you knew that you could actually rock a party? Because you know I go to all of your parties.
It was actually in VA, when I moved to VA. It was a club called the Mirage, the now Mirage.
Oh, wow.
And you know, it was there. That was like my first regular club gig. So that's where I molded my style in the club from that place. So big salute to Tim, man. Everybody used to party at the Mirage and the Now, and those were my molding days when I was learning, you know. And I'm still learning. You never know everything. I'm still learning, but that was the beginning for the nightlife part of DJing for me.
Okay. And what's your favorite type of music or genre to like to mix?
To mix?
To mix.
House music, like soulful house music. It's fun because you have to transition to that next song without anybody noticing it. Like oh shit, it's another song on, but this joint knocking. So it's like just telling a story. It's like really no cutting and scratching. Cause I'm a turntablist first, but the mixing part, you need that foundation in your DJ career first. House music, you have no choice but to mix it, and it's just, to me, it's fun. You know what I mean? I like playing Baltimore club music because it's fun, but I get to cut club music up, so I can combine turntablism and mixing form of DJing into one. So that's fun. Listening wise,
that's the other question.
I'm boom bap all day. I'm a hip hop head. I'm a backpacker. Frank Ocean. Yup. Shit. It's 2012. And I got a fashionable
did you used to take the little strings off other people's book bags like we used to do in New York?
A&M right.
Alright. Do you believe hip hop is lost, like as far as what's played today?
Oh, clearly it is, but it's lost. Oh, go ahead. I'm gonna cut you off.
Well, no, go ahead.
It's lost to the masses because they're not exposed to it anymore. You know what I mean? Hip hop, first of all, is a culture. So you got, you can't just, you can't do hip hop. You gotta live hip hop. Right. Rap is a form of hip hop, the music part, and I think the masses are not exposed to it. You don't hear it on commercial radio. You don't hear it on TV. You don't see it on TV. So it's all you see is the rap. I want to be famous part of it. You don't see the people that has a passion for being witty with their words and the way they present their words and making complete songs instead of songs that has the hook at the beginning, and after you hear the beginning you don't want to hear. It's DJs that just play the hooks of songs now because that's all is needed. The attention span of people is much lower now because of technology, and all the crack babies are grown up.
Right.
Because crack was a quick hot, a get hot quick drug. You know what I mean? So we're in the microwave age. You gotta have it right now. Nobody wants food out the crock pot. People put their food in the microwave, come back in a minute and a half, and it's ready. That's how it is with music now. So they put the hooks first in music now, and then you don't know the rest of the song. You just know the hook. So I think the masses don't get exposed to great music and great hip hop anymore. It's lost in that sense, but it's out there. You have to look for it.
All right. What's the difference between like a DJ and a turntablist? Is there a difference?
Yeah, there's a difference. A turntablist use the turntable as an instrument, like a violin player or pianist. They're violinists and pianists. Not penis, pianist. Did I say that right? So a turntable is used, he takes a recorded format, a record. It's already recorded. You can't change it. But we change it by playing it. That's a turntablist. And a DJ basically presents music to you in a way that you personally can't. Like, everybody's their own DJ now with technology. They got their own hi-fi. They can play whatever they want to play when they want to play it. But can you mix it? Can you play your favorite songs back at the back? Right. Like that. So a DJ does that, and a turntablist does that as well, but he uses the turntable as an instrument. So I consider myself both.
Gotcha.
Because there's a lot of turntables that can't mix cake batter. They can scratch, but they can't mix. There's a lot of people that can mix that can't scratch. So I was taught, even from my pops bringing me up, learn everything. So I wanted to have, be the most complete DJ turntablist as possible. So I wanted to learn everything.
Yeah, I seen a quote from you that said practice makes permanent.
Yep.
What is
that? Comes from my basketball days. My coach always said practice makes permanent because there's no such thing as perfect. You can't draw a perfect line. Nobody can make a perfect line. Even if you use a compass, it won't be a perfect circle. It's nothing's perfect. But permanent, you keep working at it and it becomes second nature. So your habits are more permanent. You're gonna mess up. I mess up a lot. But if you can mess up and people can't tell, it start. You know what I mean? It becomes second nature. So practice makes permanent to me. It's stuck with.
All right. So where did the idea of Fresh Radio come from? And was there a coincidence on the date because it's October 10th of 2010, or was it just so happened that it was like 10-10-10?
Well, I've been complaining about commercial radio for years, and DJ Boz is an internet station now. We were sitting around and came up with this concept of having a dope station that there's music missing. Like either the music's too young on the radio or it's too old. There's nothing in between. Like who's playing New Jack Swing music on the air? Like where are you gonna listen to Guy on the air? So and hip hop, like some Heavy D, LL, that era. So we was like, we should come up with a station. So we came up with a station and we named it Fresh Radio. And then I kind of took everything and everybody else is busy, but I put my heart into it. So 10-10-10 I was like, yo, this is dope, because we came up with the concept around July. So I put everything together. I built the website. I put the music that I wanted to put on the station together. I formatted everything, and then we launched it 10-10-10. So basically, the concept came from what was missing from my age group. I'm 38, and people, I guess 25 to like 54, loves hip hop, but nobody's giving it to them, and everybody trying to go down the same route. You know what I mean? My lane is preserving great music. So Fresh Radio, that's what it is. 24/7 classic and progressive hip hop and soul, fresh out the motherfucking box.
Fresh Friday.
Fresh Friday came from a concept. There's a party. It's kind of spreading out now, but it was called the Duo, or it's still called the Do-Over, and it started out west. Miss J. And basically what the Do-Over was like, I think it was in LA, but it's like it was a big backyard of people drinking sangria, and they bringing in DJs, and everybody is partying to great music, and everybody appreciating the presentation of that particular DJ. So me and my man E, aka at E Got the Jazz on Twitter, he works, he's down with the Commonwealth crew, so we collab with Fresh Radio and Commonwealth. We try to do something here like that, and that was the concept of Fresh Friday, where we bring another DJ, have 4 turntables. I will be the resident DJ, and then somebody else will present music in their fashion to our crowd, and it's built. And you know, everybody that come to Fresh Friday, I appreciate it because we look forward to Fresh Friday. You know what I mean? We've had Red Alert, we've had Stretch Armstrong, House Shoes. We had an event with Questlove on the 21st of September, which you probably was, after you see this, it happened already. Rich Medina from Philly. We have a special, the 2-year birthday party of Fresh Radio will be, will be of course 10/10, but 2012. But on the 12th, it's another Fresh Friday, and it's special because we got DJ Natasha Diggs, DJ Erica B, and we raising awareness, and it's fundraising for breast cancer awareness. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and all three of us spending 45s only. 45s only. You know what I mean? So we just want to present. Nobody's bringing that, especially in this area. Nobody's bringing that type of event. It's all about quality, man.
Well, I say, like I said before.
Shouts to Cajun Marketing for the concept and everything too.
Yes, Cajun. That, people spend $20 to go to a club. Unless they get there before 11 and it's free. But then you're getting the laptops, the fake,
Well, the presentation of the music is horrible, as well as the same music as you heard if you went out the night before.
Right.
With the fresh, it's so much music out there nobody's messing with. So with Fresh Friday, I DJ every Fresh Friday, but I don't DJ the same. It's different. You know what I mean? It's different music. You might hear some of the same songs, of course, but it's not like you're going to a club Thursday, 2 Chainz, Nicki, Drake, Ross. You go to the club Friday, 2 Chainz, Nicki, Drake, Ross, French Montana. You know what I mean? So to break up the monotony, and we catering to people that appreciate it, that means everybody else there appreciate it. That means everybody have a good time. We never had no problems. It's just good fun. People leave with a smile. You remember leaving the club, you're angry because you either got cut short because it was a fight, or you got robbed.
So like the bling bling culture, when everything was, fronts and gold and flashing. Did that mess up? Did that have something to do with?
Did it mess up?
I mean, to me, the whole, like I said.
Well, up north they was doing it anyway.
Right.
Like look at the truck jewelry, as they used to call it, that Kane had on. Right. Just Ice had fronts.
Right. And the big door knocker.
Yeah. So that always kind of been in it. That was the street part. But now it's. I don't know. I never really thought about it. I'm going to think about it. I don't know, cause they do it now. Is the jewelry's a lot more expensive now, and a lot more people have it now. It's like everybody got it. Before you had to tuck your chain in when you go to the tunnel, but somebody's about to snatch it.
Right.
Or in the street, or even with the sneakers.
The tunnel was a club.
Yeah, the tunnel was a club, and boy. That was the first club I've been in that had co-ed bathrooms. That's what I remember about.
That was the spot.
And then the flyer on the club said, tuck your chain in. The flyer said, tuck your chain in. I've seen brawls in that joint. But yo, Andy Up, come on. When Andy Up came out, I've been there 3 times. No. And I was there with Andy Up. The robbery thing.
I told you, when I seen you got Andy Up with Bert and Ernie.
Oh, that shit was funny.
I like that was the hottest thing I ever seen. But as going back to Fresh Friday, are there any DJs that you haven't worked with that you want to work with, like, or that you want to come
to Fresh Friday?
To Fresh Friday.
Jazzy Jeff.
Definitely.
Cash Money. We tried to get Scratch for the anniversary party. It didn't work out. That was the surprise. We really tried to get Scratch. Yeah, I know. We tried to get DJ Scratch. Big salute to Scratch Vision. Congrats on your reign situation and everything. We still want to get you down here, Scratch. It'll be an honor. It'll be an honor. But we tried to get Scratch. But, Natasha Diggs is down with Scratch.
Right,
so, we went to New York to the Best. He had this thing at Best Buy in New York. And, everybody was spending 45s and stuff. So we was like, yo, boom. Keisha came up with the idea. So, with the breast cancer joint and all 45, so we're doing that. All ladies female Fresh Friday edition. I'm only.
And I'll have my 2 shirts.
There you go.
I'm getting my long sleeve.
But yeah, with the bling bling thing, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I never really thought about it because I was never in it. I was the one that had the medallion or one sterling silver chain with Playboy.
That's medallion.
You know what I mean?
Well, what?
I was never into that, so I'm kind of hard for me to speak on. The masses through the materialistic part of the culture at us so much that it's just people want that. You know what I mean? People don't want to learn. People want what they see. You know what I mean? They don't want. They need something they can. I guess they need something they can hold. They need an iPhone, but they don't need something else that has the same capabilities. They don't want to know how to make an iPhone. They want an iPhone.
The knowledge is not tangible.
Not at all. And they don't want to learn. It's like I'm good. Just give it to me. I got other stuff to do. So that's the same. Yeah, that's the same thing with just with the conscious hip hop. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody cares. The masses. So it's tough to deal with when I have a voice and I'm finally at a position to help, but I can't because companies don't. That it's not compelling content. If I play Nas' Daughters, the stations we competing on would be playing Drake, would be playing Wayne, Nicki, Ross. So think about it. If you think in popular masses terms, what station would be heard first? If somebody turn a radio station on that's Nas, they're gonna turn it and you hear Ross So Sophisticated, they're gonna listen to So Sophisticated. And I understand that, but somebody needs to make a change, and Fresh Radio is one of many movements that's trying to make that change.
Which leads me to you meeting or collabing with Red Alert. How did you meet? How did you do that? Like, how did you?
Red
legendary.
Well, rest in peace, Law. Law knew Red. But I remember they used to be rest in peace, Chris Lighty, because he was involved in bringing a lot of DJs together at conferences. I met Red Alert at a conference before, being a fan. He's a pioneer. So he came to this area, and I was doing a show called Needle. It was Sunday School at the time. It was my old school show, and he came. I got a chance to interview him. But this is before Serato, so I'm still playing records. But I dug and bought original copies of people, thrift shops, record stores, other people's collections. So that's one thing that stood out to him. Like, yo, you got that on wax? I don't see DJs playing Churches 3 off the, off the original copy. So what happened was, every time I see Red at the conference, he was like, yo, that guy DJ B, he got records. And every time I see him across the room, he'll say that. Well, I wanted to get him for my birthday party. Got him for my birthday party. He kept saying, be alert, be alert, be alert. I was like, that's dope. I like that. So he was like, he's older now, and Jazzy Jeff and Skills go out, they do parties. Jeff just spit. Skills talk. He just talk shit, he gets the party rocking. So we're gonna try to do that collabo where we go out, I spin, Red host. And right now we're doing mixtapes and like listening, learning. We're doing like history lessons with mixtape. Like I had a chance. I mean, come on, it's Red Alert. He had a beef with, off radio with Mr. Magic and the Juice Crew, and we did a mix saluting the Juice Crew. It's Red Alert saluting the Juice Crew, and I did it. You know what I mean? So to me, it's a little surreal, and I never had a chance to use that word surreal, so I do now. It's surreal. It's crazy.
That's what's up.
First element is the DJ. Second element is the MC. The third element is the B-boy. And the fourth element is the graph writer. And I have a mix where I play like underground hip hop. I named that the fifth element of hip hop because in the hip hop culture, that's kind of the fifth. The unofficial element is like unknown. So me playing, some underground hip hop, it's unknown music. So I wanted to expose some of that. So I named my mix the fifth element. It was on commercial radio for years. And maybe like 2 weeks before Law passed, he did not want to tell me, but we had to cut it just for commercial radio reasons. And he passed 2 weeks later, but Law was going to be his outlet to what he had to go through here with commercial radio was Fresh Radio. Like he was going to do a mix and everything before he passed. So that those are the elements of hip hop, and I live all of them except I can't break dance no more. Clearly, I'm not an MC, but I got my little tag game. It's still up a little bit.
If you wasn't DJing, what do you think you'd be doing?
Porno. I think that's what he'd be in that bitch. Nah, that's
Besides being a father.
That would be my main occupation always, but I don't know. I come from a long line of factory workers. I've worked in warehouses. I've worked everywhere. So whatever I will be doing, I'll try to be doing the best of it. So if I was working at Burger King, I would be the actual Burger King. If I was still working at Jiffy Lube, I would be owning a few Jiffy Lubes. If I was still working at New York Carpet World,
She locked out.
I don't know. You locked out?
I think everyone should appreciate the real basics of music.
Yeah, but you gotta also think, like, you know, I used to think that way. You can't, everybody's not gonna think the same way. Everybody's gonna be not into the same thing. And like we said earlier, you gotta have balance. My issue is not balanced. We're getting force-fed so much ratchetness that none of the quality is getting force-fed. So, you know, I'm trying to help. You know, I know it's about 90-10 right now, but if I can make it 89-11, I'm doing my 1%. What I can do. So it's, you know, it's tough, but I live this, and there's a few of us that do actually live this hip hop thing. So follow Fresh Radio Facebook. Well, follow us on Twitter at Real Fresh Radio. Facebook, Real Fresh Radio. Hit me, DJ B, 2 E's online. Look out for Be Alert. And basically, Fresh Radio is not going to save the world to save my world. It can help save other people's world. You know what I mean? So whenever you can listen, just check it out, fresh.wwradio.net. And if you like it, continue to listen. If you can only listen for 1 minute a day, I appreciate you. Doesn't matter. And salute to everybody, all the Freshians, all the Freshtopians that keep coming to visit Freshtopia and visit all the Freshtivities. I thank you, salute. Ron Burgundy, stay classy, Freshtopia.